Hey everybody, it's Mark from Northeast Bass Fishing. How you doing? I just wanted to show you guys an order I got recently from Beast Coast, and they had a sale going on with their OW open water sniper jigs, and I didn't have any. And these are a tungsten jig, football head jig, and I wanted to try them out. So I got a few of them, you know, especially as I've said, I live in a no lead state, so this, you know, tungsten is the way to go. And I wanted to try these out. So I want to show you the ones I got, and I'll show you a few of the trailers that you could try. Let me see here. I got a few different colors. I'll just show you this one first. This is the 3/8 ounce. I got 3/8 and ½ ounce mixed in here. Looks like mostly 3/8, but a few ½ ounces. But this is the Mothman color. Mothman color. So let me, I think I popped one of these out of the package to check it out. And that's it. So this, now what did I say that was again? 3/8? Yeah. So there's your 3/8, and that's that Mothman color, which is like a black. So it's a nice compact football head jig. 2/0 hook. And OW stands for open water. We give you a little hook keeper here. Or not keeper, but cover, so you're not, until you use it, you're not impaling your fingers in it. But that's the Mothman color, which is a nice black color. And they have, if you guys notice, I don't know if you can notice in the video, it says right there on the side, the 3/8 ounce side, which is good. Because like I said in my other video, I always, when I put my tungsten stuff in a box, I always kind of forget what the size is. But there's your 3/8. These will be good for dragging around here and wherever I fish this summer. So that's the Mothman color in the 3/8. Let's see. This is the MB Melon color, and that's also 3/8. I'll show you that one. This will be really a nice clear water football head jig right here. That's a cool one. What did I say that was? An MB Melon, 3/8 ounce. So you guys want those natural colors, clear water. And I always say, you know, natural colors and clear water, but a lot of times I do really well in clear water on these really dark colors. So I think you just got to throw what you have confidence in. But there you go. That's an MB Melon. Let's see. I believe these are all different colors here. This is the 3/8 ounce in the Stealth Craw. You can see the packaging there. That's what it looks like on the back. See that smallmouth crush approved. Travis Manson had a part in constructing these jigs. You ever seen the smallmouth crush YouTube page? I've seen pretty much every video on there. But let me get this open. This one, Stealth Craw. This is a nice one. I love those craw colors. 3/8 ounce says it right there on the side, so you won't forget what your jig size is. But there you go. Same head, same hook. It's cool. It's got some brown in there, some black. Got some pumpkin too. That's a really, it's a cool skirt. It's a cool skirt combo right there. Let's see. I'll save those for later. This is the dirtbag color. I have other jigs by them in that dirtbag color. That's also 3/8, I believe. Yeah. I think I got mostly 3/8. It all depends on what was in stock when I did order. But I like that dirtbag color that Beast Coast has. It has like that black, the black little tinsel color there, the black and the brown. There you go. It's that dirtbag color. Another great craw imitation. And these are big enough you could probably get away with throwing them on a bait caster. I might try it out on a spinning reel, but you could definitely throw them on a bait caster. Let's see. This is the Stealth Pumpkin, and this one's a ½ ounce. So here's the first ½ ounce size I showed you, and it's Stealth Pumpkin. Let's check that out. See that ½ ounce seems like it has maybe a fuller skirt, so they may put maybe more of a skirt on that ½ ounce size. But so it's right there, ½ ounce. If you guys can see that. Hopefully you can, if that's too blurry, but it does say 1/2 ounce right on there. You won't forget your sizes, even though when you know, if you have them in the box, if you hold them next to each other, you'll be able to tell the difference between the 3/8 and the 1/2 pretty easily. But there you go. Maybe fishing a little deeper. This I'd probably throw in a bait caster, about 1/2 ounce. But you could get away with it on a medium heavy spinning rod, no problem. 10-pound line, you'd probably be fine. There you go. So there's the first 1/2 ouncer I showed you. Let's see, I think these colors, oh, I did have the Mothman in a 1/2 ounce too, I forgot. So I showed you the Mothman in the 3/8. There's the Mothman. That was the first one I showed you. There it is in the 1/2. So there you go. Not a lot of skirt material on there. Just enough. Just enough. And these two I know are the same color, the Stealth Midnight. And 3/8 and 1/2. I'll show you those. You can compare the head size. You know, depending on how heavy a rock you're fishing. You know, if it's, you know, lots of rock, you may want this smaller head. And that's the Stealth Midnight. And just looking at the difference between the Mothman, this has got some of that black skirt in there, but it's also got some black red. Looks like some, I don't want to say it's a black and a gray. It just might be a two-tone type of black skirt, but it's kind of cool. Like I said, that's the 3/8. Stealth Midnight. Let's get a good look at that. So you can see it's a much fuller skirt than just the Mothman. And I'll show you the 1/2 ouncer. Same color. So there's that Stealth Midnight in the 1/2 ounce size. So if you want to compare the 3/8, if I can get it, your 3/8 and your 1/2, see that head size difference. Skirt-wise, I guess they look kind of the same. I don't notice any difference as far as you know, a fuller skirt in one or the other. They're both pretty full skirts. So as you throw them more and they start to you catch some fish, and the skirt starts to fray up. You know, you still got a lot of skirt on there. So that's the Stealth Midnight. That's the 1/2 ounce. Now these other two are what they call the hybrid ones, and the hybrid ones are a little different. And I'll show you. Here's the hybrid black. And it's a 3/8 ounce size. And the hybrid one is a combo of the silicone and some hair. So I believe that's 3/8, I said, right? Yeah. And this is hybrid black. And if you can see, I'll hold this up to the camera as best I can. As you can see, there's some silicone in there, and there's also some marabou in there. I'm assuming it's marabou, not deer. But there you go. So it's like a silicone and hair jig combo. So for you guys who like throwing hair jigs, I especially do in the springtime, in the fall, this will probably be a nice combo to get some bites. So that's your hybrid. And I don't know if I mentioned it, but there are no weed guards on these. You know, most of the time when I throw a football head jig, it doesn't really have a weed guard. Most of the ones I throw don't have weed guards. Because you're just kind of dragging the bottom, and that football head comes through the rocks nice. You get hung up, you pop them off. But there you go, that's the hybrid. So if you want one with the hair in there, you know, when you're on the Beast Coast site, you know, get the hybrid if you want the hair added. And this is the 3/8 ounce, and this is the hybrid pumpkin. So it's got the hair in there also. So you can see you've got your pumpkin skirt, and you've got your matching hair in there. So I'm going to be curious though, like these, you know, these have not been in the boat yet, in the water. I'll be curious to see how that looks in the water, swimming that through the water with that hair mixing in with that silicone. So that's the hybrid pumpkin, the 3/8 ounce. You can see that on the head there. Get that pack again. So if you want the ones with the hair in it, that's the hybrid ones. So I get a hybrid between silicone and a hair jig. So just looking at it, if I just pull the hair back, you still have got your keeper in there that you can get your, you know, soft plastic, whatever kind of keeper you want to use. Sometimes I don't use any you know, trailer if I'm throwing a hair jig. But sometimes I'll just use a small, like, you guys know I like throwing pork still. A small pork frog, it works great. On these, you could go with a small pork frog. But I did bring out some, I mean, anything you want to use as a trailer would be fine. But let me see if I can, how hard or easy it is to get these keepers off. Let's see. So that's that little plastic. Oop, comes off easy. No, I keep calling it a keeper. It's not really a keeper. It's just to protect your hook from getting dinged up and you getting stabbed. But I'll show you this dirt bag one here. Here's some different trailers I pulled out. Like I said, you can use anything you want. The Crazy Hick Bait Company, you guys have seen my video on them. The Dixie Doo Grub. It's a 3.5-inch bait. This would be awesome on a hair jig. You can see that flappy style. And I'll throw a few of these on for you to get a good look at, but you guys get the idea. This actually is a nice match color-wise. Just cinch that on. And any of these trailers, if you think they're too long, you can always cut them back a little. Just to give it a nice little, actually pretty cool. It's the first time I've done this. But there it is. With that Crazy Hick Company, and what color is that? That's the black one. I just happened to pick the right one. So there you go. I mean, that would be a real sweet, you know, football head jig. You could just imagine that, you know, crawling along the bottom. And if you think that 3.5-inch size is too big, you could cut down a little bit of the head of the bait, so it's a little further back. But that's a great combo right there. That would look awesome in the water. And that black matches perfectly with that dirt bag or that midnight or the Mothman. But that's just one, you know, like I said, that's one example. Any trailer you want to use, everybody has their favorites. I just happen to pick a few that I like to use on football head jigs, or the old Gambler BB Cricket. That would make a great bait to use. That small craw in there would be perfect. Let's see what else I got here. You guys know I've shown you Sean's baits, his stump thumper baits. This just happens to be his money shot, drop shot bait. Drop shot baits are great trailers. They're great Ned baits. I just happened to see this one on the shelf. I said that would be perfect. So this is his drop shot bait, but on a football head jig. Has a whole new way to use it. So I'm just going to cinch that on there. I'll show you what it looks like. Hopefully I'll do it straight. I did. Now, if you want to go a little more streamlined, that looks great. And that's just the Stump Thumper Money Shot. Contact Sean. Get yourself some of those. Use it as a drop shot. Use it as a Ned. How about on your football head as a trailer? I mean, that looks great. What color is that? That's a Shiner color. I happen to pick out perfect colors for this jig. But there's one option. If you want just a beaver style bait, you guys know I like the old culprit water beetle. If you want to go more of a craw type or a beaver style, I get the pack open. This is the old peanut butter and jelly color. A small beaver like that would be great as a trailer. Let me see if there's one that may match that better. Yeah, you know what? This one's already got that hook cover off. I'll just keep it with this one. So you take your beaver style bait. Actually, whenever the baits have that little end there, I always snip that off. I want that to be flat. But if you want a beaver style bait, like I said, there is no limitations on your trailer. Whatever you have faith in is probably going to work. So if you guys like that beaver, that's a little more compact. A little bulkier maybe, but definitely a little more compact than those longer baits. But that's a great combo right there too. Any beaver style bait, whatever company makes them that you like. Try that. Let's see, what else I got here that you could use. You can't go wrong with just, you know, a Ned bait. There's a Tech Baits Ned. You guys know I love this natural craw that Eric makes for Tech Baits. One of my favorites. And these make awesome, awesome football head jig, hair jig trailers, because it's nice and subtle. It just adds a little bit. I think it adds just a little bit to both baits. It adds a little bit to the football head jig, and adds a little bit to that Ned. I mean, that is a killer right there. Tech Ned, East Coast sniper football head jig. That's a great combo right there. And as you know, it's a Tech Bait, so I've got salt everywhere. Thank you, Eric. So that's probably the most basic, simplest of trailers. But you can use anything. I've got even more here. Cabin Creeks, you could throw them on there. You guys get the idea. Sean also makes awesome craw baits. Now just looking at this. Now here is, I think these are 4-inch. Yeah. Now this is Sean's killer craw. That's a 4-inch craw. Now on a small football head jig like that, to me that might be too big. Now I don't want to do it now because I might want to flip this bait. If I was going to put this on the football head jig, I don't think the claws are too big. I don't think that would be the problem. But the body, I think, would be too big. I don't want this too far away from the hook. So I would probably cut down that area right there. I'd probably cut that off so I can cinch that down further. But with those claws, you can imagine that would look great. But I don't want to chop up his bait right now because I might want to flip these because that's an awesome color. You guys get the idea. A Baby Rage Menace is a great trailer. You could throw that on there. I will try this on one of those pumpkin ones. I did think of it. I haven't done it much. But I was thinking maybe like a 2.8 or a 3.3 Kitech. And this is Mossback Golden Shad. Try one of those on there, on one of those more pumpkin ones. See what it looks like. It might give that football head jig just a little more. Which one would that match with? Try this melon one. Get that little hook protector off. I think if you just pull down on them, they pop off pretty easy. Just don't pull your strands of your. Now that's the 3.3. I don't think that's going to be too big. The 2.8 might be a better option, but let's see. I think this will be fine too. Put that right in the slot there. That's pretty good. So, there's your melon sniper jig. That's a Kitech 3.3. That actually looks pretty good. I think that could work very well, especially if you're kind of swimming that jig along the bottom. That looks looks pretty killer, actually. So there's another option for you. Like I said, it's endless. It's endless what you want to try on the back of these sniper jigs. Whatever trailer you like. If you want to just use pork, if you want to use a chunk, those are just a few examples. The more I look at this, the more I like it with that Kitech on there. I say Kitech, any swim bait you like to use. I just happen to have some Kitechs here, and that color really matches great. What is that again, the melon one? I forget all these colors. Let me just double check here. Yeah, that's the MB Melon 3/8 with that 3.3 Kitech number 497 is the color. Mossback Golden Shad. It's pretty darn cool. I think that might work. But that's it, fellas. Any of these are good options. I tend to go more for the on football head jigs, the Neds, something like the Dexty do, something like that, or the Craw. You know, BB Cricket's fine. This was a great combo. They all look good. Just don't. My only suggestion would be don't overpower that 2/0 hook with too much plastic. You know, keep it as compact as you can. Don't get too big of a trailer. That's why I said with that 4-incher, you might want to cut down that body a little bit. Make it a 3-inch bait, and I think it would fit perfect. I wouldn't care that those claws were big. But there you go. So I'm going to try these out. I was waiting to do a video before I put them in the boat, and I took them all out of the pack and started throwing them. And you know, if I lose something in a rock, I figured I'd show them all to you while I still got them. But they're really nice. They're nice looking jigs. You know, I like East Coast products, period. So everything I've gotten from them is nice, and I haven't tried these yet, but I'm looking forward to it. So I think I'm probably going to get out on the water Tuesday. So I may take these out and try them out and see. I was out locally on last Thursday. Today is Sunday, yeah, Thursday, and amazingly, as warm as it's been, I'm thinking the smallies are just going to be shallow. They're going to be crushing jerk baits. They're going to be crushing Ned rigs, and they are not. You know, I'm still getting used to these deep Clearwater lakes I live by now, and it just takes them a little longer to get up, even though it's 80 degrees and it's beautiful out, and the shallows are up in the 50s. Those fish are still 15, 20 feet because I was throwing a Ned. You know, you're catching, you know, perch and red eyes. I'm throwing jerk baits, no follows, and I pull out 18, 20 feet, and I start throwing a blade bait, and I start getting bites. So that told me right there the fish are still deep. So I'm hoping as this warm weather continues that, you know, I hope they just don't rush to the bank and get on the beds. You know, I have a little pre-spawn action, jerkbait action before they decide to do that. I'm hoping for that. So I'm thinking of Tuesday, Thursday this week, local. I have a tournament next Saturday on Candlewood. I'm hoping to maybe get down there Friday and do a little scouting. I don't really want to catch any fish the day before the tournament. Just to kind of see, are they bedding? You know, what are they doing? I know usually in May they're kind of getting ready. I don't know, this year, we'll see. But that's it. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Remember, the hybrid one is the one with the hair, and then the regular one is just the silicone. But nice looking football head jigs. If any of you guys have used these and had some success with them, let me know what trailers you use. But like I said, there's no bad trailer. Just don't make one too big, in my opinion. But that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Like, subscribe to the video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't. And I'll talk to you soon on YouTube. Mark out.